Exactly. If, yeah, and then I'll send you that video, and then you capture Umi at 3 years old and his view of the world. But it goes
Am I supposed to sit in the director's chair?
You can. I don't know. You were comfortable. It's like natural. You're
Yeah,
good. Oh, you want to do the okay? Do the director's.
Move that. No, move that.
It's very like impromptu. I don't know.
Because it's not video anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Very light direction. This is for more for my records. These are like my writer's notes. If no one gives me any permission to use any of the footage, I'm still gonna write a book about it. So like the footage is more just for my reference. Your name, just your first name, your age, and your birth month.
G. 38 years old. July.
Okay. You're Leo. All right.
Cancer.
Cancer. What do you like most about yourself right now?
My lifestyle.
What's the funniest thing you've ever done?
Funniest thing?
Some of these are interesting questions, Jerry.
I'm trying to hear what Daddy's saying.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Most people don't answer it. This you could pass.
I would say one of the back when I was younger, the thing that made me laugh the most was when I accidentally hurt my friend throwing a frisbee disc. Just because it was so accidental. But
funniest thing he's ever done. He said hurt his friend throwing a frisbee. Oh.
That was funniest to me, anyways. He was actually extremely pissed.
How do you like to spend your time?
Just doing what I'm doing.
What are you good at?
Just doing what I'm doing.
How did you imagine the future when you were a child? What do you think it would be like?
What do you mean by child?
When you were young, when you were a kid, and you didn't know about the world, how did you think it was going to turn out?
I thought maybe I would do a little more traveling, I guess. Maybe.
Okay. Who are your best friends, and what's the reason why?
Besides my family, I would say I have a couple friends from high school just because they've hung in there for so long through fights and friendships again.
All right. What do your parents do all day?
Well, now they're retired, so they just I don't know.
See the way the phrase, like you could say whatever. Like some girl was like, "My dad, he just worries about stuff." And what's an important rule for life? Look at we're filming your dad.
Yeah, we're filming your dad.
To live in the moment.
We're filming my dad.
And what can you teach me? Yeah, see. He's gonna be in a movie.
To teach yourself.
I like that. Self-instruction. Trust yourself, maybe, right? Why do kids go to school?
So that their parents don't have to teach them.
That's the best answer I've got so far for that question. Why do countries go to war? There's no wrong answer.
Misunderstanding.
Okay.
Or maybe not necessarily misunderstanding, but belief structures.
What makes you angry?
My wife.
Beautiful wife.
Love you.
So, and what's the worst thing that could
Put
happen
it
to you?
this way.
Wait. You can't
That
touch
way.
the camera. No. It has to, okay, we could look at you a little bit.
What was the last question?
What's the worst thing that can happen to you?
I'm gonna hold this.
No, I have to read it. These aren't things we normally think about,
Why is the blue and
right?
yellow on it?
My wife deserting me and.
Oh.
Was that why you're so mean all the time?
Well, we're learning
Make
communication.
life so difficult?
I'm gonna hold the blue one.
Yeah.
You wanna hold the blue one?
What makes you proud?
Please.
We'll dig out of this
And I pull the
negativity. What
yellow.
makes you proud?
You wanna pull the blue and the yellow one? Kaboom! Bum, bun, 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 bun.
My beautiful son.
Oh. And what makes
property and stuff.
the things you're growing? What makes you happy? The same?
Yeah, just being, you know, nature.
Let's do a picture of the
Nature,
van.
being in the moment.
Do you have a nickname? We're halfway through.
I've had a bunch of nicknames, but now G is enough of a nickname.
G. Okay. What's the best thing that's happened to you? Best
Do we
moment.
have a bunch of nicknames?
What about B. Virtle?
Wait, what's that one?
That's old. What was the
You do?
question?
What's the best thing that's happened to you? Some of these are like colors of the same question.
Oh, shut up. I'd probably say, besides of course my lovely wife, getting the property.
Yeah, and her beautiful garden behind it, you can see. Okay, and how do you know when you're right? I like this question. Like I get
Don't
really
ask her
different.
that. She says she's right.
No,
We
but
know
how?
she's
How do you
100%
know?
wrong.
Yeah, some people tell me I'm always right, you know. So how do you know when you're right? Like,
Um,
Now we can start the race.
you just never know, I guess.
Now
We
we can
never know.
start the race. Now we can
what do you
start
do when
the
I
you
don't
race.
feel?
believe in right or wrong, I guess,
Now
to
we
a certain
can
extent.
start the race. See that?
Okay. So
There is no
Start the race.
Anyways,
how do you
guess
make
what?
decisions? How do you?
Your
So what, you
decisions
just
are
think
already
you should
made
worry about
for you.
everything all the
It's just
time?
you're just following your fate essentially into some ways, depending on what you consider fate.
What do you do when you feel sad? That sort of leads into that.
What do you do when you feel sad? Well, I found the easiest way to get out of sadness, which is not easy. Sometimes it's hard, is to like go work on something.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest way out of a depression is to like find some creative work to do.
Create some momentum of other energy. Yeah. Now this is a wild card. Is there a question you'd like to ask me? Because I've made you vulnerable now. I'm asking you all this crazy stuff. So anything you want, and then I'll answer it.
Nothing off the top of my head.
And that's what my friend said. They just like skipped that one. Here goes. Did you like being a child? Did you like being a kid?
I like being a kid.
You
Like
do.
being a kid.
You like being Kid Umi, King Umi.
Not so much.
You didn't
At
like being.
times.
Oh yeah. What's one word that describes you? See, it becomes like a personality test in a way.
Now let's start the race.
Dirty.
how should
Rapids,
yeah, we could
number
breeze through them too. How should parents raise their kids? Look at the culprit right here, King Gumi. How should parents raise their kids, King
I
Gumi?
mean, I don't think they really have a choice in the matter at this point. They've been taught how to.
Oh,
It's just an indoctrination system at this point.
okay, but you guys aren't doing that.
Should they?
Yeah, exactly.
Should they?
Yeah.
Well, there's no other way than the way people are doing it.
Well, how are you guys raising your kid?
Do it on this side.
We're involving him in a lot of our daily. He's like part of our daily thing. He's not really like a separate.
I like that. I think that's being
In
normal.
the back of the kitchen.
Is everyone
is
just
the
hanging out?
shed.
Um,
More like natives would raise a child in a tribe.
exactly.
What's up with
The
that?
child being sent
This is
away
a
from
tribe
the
of
tribe
three,
to
yeah.
go learn.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think we've lost that wisdom along the way. What animal would you be and why?
A bird,
Why? Because you're freedom.
so I can fly.
Oh, wait, I have to read these. What's going on in the world? That's a good one. Wait, what would be cool?
A monkey, because it would be kind of like being human.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
Oh, well, no, you could read it with me. What's going on in the world?
I'll read it and you do the
The
picture.
electromagnetic.
And that's not you right there.
Yeah, that's a very broad question, so you can answer.
The electromagnetic field is enveloping the human race.
Okay. I will accept that.
Human race.
What's going on in your neighborhood?
Human race. Human race.
Yeah, it's just a lot of tourists driving around.
That's pretty much it. What's your favorite song if you got one?
But
No.
he's just hitting it.
Knocking on Heaven's Door. Or, well, at least that was at the time
no.
one of my favorite
Oh,
songs
no, no.
by Bob Dylan.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
I'm not big.
Pesto. Do you have a brother, sister? What do you like about them?
My brother is.
Oh,
I like that he's.
Look, bop, 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 bop.
Uh,
Ow.
that we can like get
Ow.
along. He's pretty
What can you do?
pretty mellow for not being, but still being somewhat straight.
Right? He walks that line, fine line. What's the nicest thing you've done for someone?
What can you do?
Home stretch here. 10 more questions.
Nicest thing I've done.
I just
I don't know.
All right. Has someone you've known ever died?
Yeah,
You want to describe how?
just the grandparents.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been camping or fishing?
You had friends who died.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have had a friend who's dead, who got shot.
Really? Okay. Do you work?
Yeah.
How much do you get paid if it was up to you?
How much would I get paid?
If it was up to you, just if there was a number you would put on it.
I would just like to have my expenses paid.
So you would okay. As long as it sustains your lifestyle. What makes someone good looking?
I think it has a lot to do with the way they live their life.
Right? What's the grossest thing you can think of? I'm following the monkey if you threw it back. Or the
grossest thing? I would, like, I want to say, like as far as people,
I've never really thought of this question until I started
Say
asking.
the question again.
What's the grossest thing you could think of?
like,
Grossest thing you've ever.
Yeah, that you could think of. Gross me out.
I think like of, to me I think of like people eating really drinking sodas, eating really crappy food. and,
Yeah, I knew you were gonna
spraying
go
on sunscreen.
behavior, wise.
Just like really kind of gross stuff.
Actually, people usually don't go that route. They usually tell me like squishy stuff or slimy stuff. But yeah, that's a good one. So, do you remember a special birthday you had?
Not really.
Have you ever been to a farm?
Why you hate your mom?
Yes.
You had a farm, basically. What's your favorite book?
My favorite book. Anchoring with the Stones.
Who is that by?
It's like a weird biopic. So someone wrote it about growing up with the Rolling Stones before they got famous.
Oh,
That's
cool.
one of my favorite
What's
books.
the reindeer
Oh,
doing?
I like Bob Dylan Chronicles. That was pretty good.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
No, it's okay. Pass. Is there a character you still think about from a movie or a book?
What's the reindeer doing? What's the
Maybe
reindeer
like
doing?
Siddhartha or
What's
something.
the
Huh?
reindeer doing?
What do you admire about this character?
Doing?
See, then it's
I
exploratory.
like that it's kind of like it explains how someone had all the material things, but he was still
Seeking.
needed something else.
Yeah.
So he,
What is so you like that it was someone who transcended materialism or found meaning beyond the success he found? Do you? What's something that worries you? All right, a couple more and we're done. I promise. You've been in there for 15 minutes. These drag on sometimes.
Worry about what's to come. Sometimes.
What is love?
Love is the yin and yang of hate.
Okay.
Even though most people don't necessarily think I do.
Who's the richest person in the world? He's sleeping.
I
He's in an interview. He's answering questions.
say that I am as rich as the richest person in the world.
You are the richest person in the world. I'd agree with that. But what skill do you want to learn? I'm here visiting and taking part in your wealth. So thank you, King G.
What did you say? She's just so negative.
Well, she is the yang to your yin.
But in part of being rich is the negativity is part of the richness.
Yeah.
What's the reindeer doing?
See, my negative comes from
What's the reindeer?
Oh, what skill do you want to learn? That's a good one.
what?
What skill do you want to learn?
What do I want to learn? Oh well, I'm gonna have to learn how to cut up logs here pretty soon.
What do you never want to forget? This is one of my favorites.
I want to forget everything.
What do you never want to forget? Oh, you want to forget? So there's nothing you never want to forget. You want to let it all go.
So you're probably not going to be a dementia patient because you want to.
do you feel like this
the
world?
universe is not going to grant you that gift.
Do you feel this world cares about you? Do you feel safe?
I feel like there is a universal,
I don't like being bit. I don't like being pinched.
but that I'm tied into something bigger than myself.
Okay. But do you feel it cares about you, or that you're protected, or that you feel safe?
I feel like
Hanging out with you.
I am.
Why are you doing that?
I feel like I am just. It doesn't really matter whether or not I'm protected. I'm just part of the Earth doing its thing.
Dirty nose.
I got you. I'll accept that. What's the strongest animal in the world? And then there's one more.
Strongest animal in the world?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know because I'm not a scientist.
That's okay. You
Or
could
a
take that
study-
all sorts of
Study
ways,
of
right?
animals.
Someone said an ant. Someone said like
Yeah, I
a
would
killer
think
whale.
like an ant.
And then describe Big Sur. That's the last one about the communities that we live in. So
It's
Not what it seems.
he's not what it seems. Dun
got
dun
a
dun.
strong. It's got a strong will.
The Big Sur itself.
Yeah, it has a very powerful spirit that kind of takes care of itself.
You know that being on this land and being humbled by it a little bit, right? She told me that happened six years after you guys bought the property, and 6 years after the person who did that
What'd you do?
house up there.
Something
What
like that.
happened?